Picture this: you sit down one evening and decide to finally face it, all of it: the credit card debt, the empty savings account, the retirement fund that doesn't exist, the bills that keep arriving. And instead of feeling better for facing it, you feel worse because now you can see the full picture. And the full picture is overwhelming. You don't know whether to pay off debt first or start saving, whether to cut spending or find more income, whether to open an investment account or build an emergency fund. Everything feels urgent, everything feels broken. And so you close the laptop and decide to deal with it later. If that moment sounds familiar, this video is for you. Because today we're going to fix that feeling. Not with motivation, not with a budget spreadsheet, with something far more useful. The exact order to fix your finances when everything feels broken at once. If you're someone over 40 who's rebuilding financial stability and confidence, hit the subscribe button. Let's get into it. Here's the thing most people get wrong. They don't have a money problem, they have a sequence problem. When everything is broken at once, most people either freeze completely or they attack whichever problem feels most urgent that week. They pay off one credit card, then dip into savings, then start an investment account, then stop when an emergency hits. Progress feels impossible because the steps are happening in the wrong order. Here's what most people don't realize. Fixing your finances is like putting out fires in a burning building. The order you address them in is not optional. It is the difference between getting out safely and making things worse. So here is the sequence: 6 stages in order. Do not skip ahead. Stage 1, stop the bleeding. Before anything else, you need to stop money from leaving without your permission. Go through the last 30 days of bank and card statements. Find every recurring charge you forgot about: subscriptions, memberships, automatic renewals. Cancel anything you are not actively using. This is not about dramatic sacrifice. This is about stopping the quiet drain. Most people find between $50 and $150 in monthly charges they had completely forgotten about. That money is the seed capital for everything that follows. Stage 2, build the floor. Before you pay off a single debt, before you invest a single dollar, you need a minimum cash buffer of $1,000. This is not your emergency fund. This is a financial shock absorber. Here is why it matters. Without this buffer, the first unexpected expense, a car repair, a medical bill, a broken appliance, sends you straight back to the credit card. The buffer breaks that cycle. It keeps every other stage of this plan alive when life happens. Save this $1,000 first. Put it in a separate account. Do not touch it for anything that is not a genuine emergency. Stage 3, clear the high-cost debt. Now you attack debt, but not all debt equally. You focus exclusively on high-interest debt first. Credit cards, payday loans, any debt charging above 15% interest. Here is why this is stage 3 and not stage 1. Because without the buffer from stage 2, every time you pay down debt, a surprise expense rebuilds it. The buffer protects your progress. Now list every high-interest debt from highest interest rate to lowest. Put every available dollar toward the top one while paying minimums on everything else. When the first is cleared, move to the next. This is not glamorous, but it is the fastest route through. Stage 4, build a real emergency fund. Once high-interest debt is cleared, you build a genuine emergency fund of 3 months of essential living expenses, not wants, essentials, rent or mortgage, utilities, food, transport, minimum debt payments. 3 months of that number, sitting in a separate savings account, untouched. This fund is what separates people who stay financially stable from people who keep sliding back. It absorbs job loss, medical surprises, family emergencies, without destroying everything you have built so far. Stage 5, start investing. Now, and only now, do you begin investing. You do not need a large amount. You need consistency. Open a retirement account, whatever is available in your country, whether that is a 401k, an ISA, a superannuation fund, or a personal pension. If your employer offers a contribution match, capture the full match before anything else. That is an immediate 50 to 100% return on your money depending on your employer's rate. Then set up an automatic monthly contribution, even a small amount. The habit and the automation matter more than the size of the contribution at this stage. Stage 6. Grow the gap. This is the stage most financial plans skip entirely. Once the foundation is in place, the fastest way to accelerate your recovery is to widen the gap between what comes in and what goes out. Not just by cutting, by earning more. A negotiated raise, a skill that commands higher pay, a small side income. Here is what most people don't realize. An extra $300 per month invested consistently over 15 years at a 7% average annual return produces approximately $95,000. The same discipline applied to a larger income gap produces dramatically different outcomes. Let me tell you about someone I'll call Claire. Claire was 48. She had 4 credit cards with balances, no savings, and no investments. She had tried to fix it twice before and failed both times because she kept starting in the wrong place. This time she followed the sequence, canceled 80 worth of forgotten subscriptions, built her 1,000 buffer in 6 weeks, spent 14 months clearing her high-interest cards, opened a retirement account with $100 per month automated. By 52, she had a full 3-month emergency fund, 0 high-interest debt, and a growing investment account. She told me the plan did not feel exciting at the start. It felt slow. But slow in the right order turned out to be faster than fast in the wrong one. So here is the sequence one more time. Stage 1, stop the bleeding. Stage 2, build the 1,000 floor. Stage 3, clear high-interest debt. Stage 4, build a 3-month emergency fund. Stage 5, start investing consistently. Stage 6, grow the gap. The reason most people stay stuck is not a lack of effort. It is a lack of order. And now you have the order. If this video gave you a clearer path forward, hit the subscribe button and tell me in the comments which stage are you starting from right now. Because knowing where you are is the first step to knowing exactly what to do next.